Hello! How is it going? Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's Radost and Chef Julia cooking today. We're going to be making what?
Donuts!
Donuts! Yay! Toast!
And tomorrow we're making fried potato chips.
Yes, but we have a lesson today and on Friday, so maybe the potato chips, we make them at home, right?
Right.
Yes.
And that's for the live video.
And that's for the live video. Today, for the live video, we're making the donuts. Who else is there? Oh, Tim and Nathan.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi, guys.
Ashley.
Hi, Richie. Let's see. Richie's there. Thomas. Ooh, Thomas has already had donuts today. How many, Thomas? Hi, Richie. Nathan, is everybody else around? James and Matt and John and Luke. Are they all there? Looky. All right.
It's almost like from Star Wars.
Yes. Hi, Amber. How's it going? Oh, Miss Louisa. You're going to like these donuts if you like the other things that we've baked, the low-carb stuff. And look at my new mini donut pan. Ta-da!
Donut!
Because we're going to bake the donuts today. They would be baked.
Is it time to X and eggs?
Yes, in just a minute. All right, guys. So
it's time for some eggies.
Okay, in just a moment. But let's go over what we need for today, right? Okay.
What's first?
All right, so we're making donuts. Low-carb, gluten-free donuts. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Scott. How's it going, everybody?
Hi, Scotty Buddy.
Okay, all right, guys. So let's go over what we need, okay? So almond flour, ta-da. We're gonna need 1 cup of almond flour. Here is our sugar replacement. It's a true sweetener. It's called Swerve. It looks like sugar and it measures like sugar. Hi, Erin. Welcome. Okay, so Swerve. We've made a couple of other things with it, so I've used it.
Why does it actually have a red texture?
Oh, I think this is Thomas. This is just his logo. That's what he's picked. That ring, the red ring around his picture?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, all right. So, sweetener, almond flour. We're going to need a little bit of milk.
That's heavy cream.
Yes, heavy cream. We're going to add a little bit of water to it. We're going to turn it into milk. We need some cinnamon. There will be like some cinnamony donuts. A pinch of salt.
And
baking powder. Little bitty vanilla. Hi, Trevon. How is it going? Hi, David. Okay, so a little bit of vanilla.
Are we almost ready for it?
We're gonna melt a 1/4 cup of butter.
And some eggy waggy.
And we need 2 eggs, right?
2 eggy waggy.
Yes, okay. All right, guys. So this is a non-stick donut pan, but even though it is a non-stick donut pan, we still need to grease it. So for today, I don't have a baking spray. So we're just gonna put a couple of drops in each little donut hole, and I'm going to use a little paper towel and just kind of
rub it.
Yes, rub it around. Okay, so as far as utensils, okay, so we already saw that we need a donut pan, okay. We do need a bowl because we're gonna whisk everything in this bowl here.
This is a new bowl that
This is a new bowl from Eric. Amanda
bought
and Miss Barb. Yes,
and
very nice. Thank you.
It's from a cooking show.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. And my mom has the wonderful Instapot.
Yes.
No one's never seen it. No one.
Well, we've cooked with it.
Yeah, we've cooked.
Okay, so a whisk and a fork, right? We need to stir things.
I like the Instapot.
We do need a spatula to make sure that we scrape everything really well. Okay, we're gonna use this bowl, microwave safe bowl, to melt the butter. Okay, of course, we need our measuring utensils, cups and spoons, right? Okay, and because this is a mini donut pan, okay, so we can't fill it up all the way. It needs to be 3/4 full. That way, you know, it makes the shape of a donut with the hole in it, right?
We need it like this.
Yes, just a little bit.
Like
so basically,
like
I made the donuts
this
last week. Yes, and
it's the middle.
it needs about a teaspoon of the mix. So I think that it's easier if we are to transfer everything into a makeshift piping bag. So this is just a regular Ziploc bag. And then I'm gonna just cut a little bit here off the tip.
Why?
So I have scissors, and we're just gonna pipe the mix in there. Sounds good?
Yeah, remember like they made a squirting bag?
Yes, that's a squirting bag, exactly. Okay.
We're
all right,
making
guys.
a squirting bag.
Yes, and then
But we need a rubber
we're
band.
gonna use our new timer, right?
A
new timer, yes.
Timer.
So because these are tiny little donuts, they're gonna bake much faster than if we're to be using a regular size donut pan. Okay, so if you guys have, hold on 1 second. Yes, so if we're to use the bigger donut pan, then the donuts would take about 20 minutes or so. But today they probably would take about 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven. Hi, Alley Cat. So we need the oven on 350. So by the time we mix everything and pipe everything into the donut pan, then the oven's gonna be ready. So we're baking at 350. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat it. Okay, so 350. All right, and now it's mixing and measuring time, or measuring and mixing time. Okay, you ready, Juliana?
Yippee!
Okay, all right. So Juliana loves to crack eggs. So
is it time for eggie?
Yes, please. Oh, and we also have a garbage bowl. This is Juliana's new cereal. She tried a cocoa cereal that was really good.
It is awesome right there.
Yes, yeah. Okay. All right, so go ahead and crack both eggs in this bowl. We also have a little garbage bowl in there. So Juliana's gonna crack the eggs and throw the shells right there, right into the garbage bowl. Okay. One more egg. Okay.
It is a little messy.
Oh, it's okay, right? It's always messy when we work with eggs, but it's fun. Hi, David H. How's it going? Thank you for watching. Okay, ready? Okay, maybe here. Let's open it just a little bit more. Hold on.
I grab it.
You grab it out. Okay, there you go. Ta-da! Plop. Okay. All right. So.
It's super duper jiggly.
All right. So let's not play with it. How about you wash your hands really good with soap and water, right? Okay. And I will too. And then Juliana's gonna mix the eggs with whisk or the fork.
Down.
Yeah, be careful. Okay, hold on 1 second. I will help you. There you go. We're washing our hands.
Because there's no messy.
Because we work with raw eggs.
Raw eggs are mushy, squishy, and yuck.
Okay. All right. Ready? Okay. So come over here, dry your hands, and then you're gonna use the fork and mix the eggs really good. Okay?
Yeah, we already have this whisker.
You want to do the whisk instead? Okay. So let's switch.
It's easier.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, do that. And in the meantime, I'm going to measure the butter, so a 1/4 cup of butter, and we need to melt it. So I'm going to use the microwave to do that. Okay, so basically 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons. If you guys look at the stick, it shows that it has 8 tablespoons. So 1 stick is 8 tablespoons. Okay, all right, so this is good now. Alright, so there it is, 4 tablespoons. And I'm just going to cut it in little pieces. That way we get it to melt faster. Okay, good job, Juliana. Okay, so leave it there. And in a minute, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, okay?
There.
Okay, alright, good job. Okay, so we're going to melt the butter. We just need it to be melted. It doesn't have to be boiling hot or anything, it just needs to be melted.
Can I see the pieces?
Yeah, there you go.
That's little butter pieces.
Yes, little butter pieces. Okay, so
are we going to drop it into the egg?
Yes, in just a moment. We will.
How many minutes?
I did 25 seconds. If it's melted, we just need it melted. We don't need it hot, right, or brown or anything. Just melted butter.
Looky.
Okay, alright guys, so let's see what else we need, okay? So we need tiny little vanilla. I think we need 1/2 teaspoon, okay? Alright, Juliana, so here's 1/2 teaspoon. You ready? Juliana? Okay, there you go.
Your meal and joy.
Yes, that's what the microwave says, right? Okay, look, I'm putting the vanilla in there. So if you want to come and stir. So 1/2 teaspoon vanilla. Okay, and we need a 1/4 cup of milk. Okay,
I'll do
unsweetened
it.
milk. Okay, let's see, the littlest cup right here. Okay, so we're gonna do half heavy cream and half water. Okay, all right, so we're gonna add, so we're not gonna pour it yet. I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Okay.
To make sure we get all of it.
Yes, and you can pour it now. Okay, all right, and mix, please. Oops, there's the kettle. Okay, so vanilla and milk out of the way. Okay, and let's get the butter. Okay, let's get the butter. Okay, I'm gonna give the butter 10 more seconds. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so let's do the sugar.
It pops.
I know, it's okay. All right, so we need 1/4 cup of this sweetener. Okay,
Enjoy.
so 1/4 cup. All right, ready? Okay, all right, Juliana. So 1/4 cup, okay?
It's actually sugar.
Yeah, it looks just like sugar. Okay, but it's called Swerve. Okay, so there it is. Okay, and nowadays they also have the powder version of it. Okay, so there it is. So 1/4 cup of the Swerve. There you go. Who's there? Justin! How is it going?
Have you never seen Justin?
I haven't seen him in a long time. There it is, the butter is melted. Okay. And we're gonna combine it with the rest of the wet ingredients, and you're just gonna keep stirring, right? Okay, there it is.
I wish I would drink all of that butter.
You like butter, I know. Okay, so that's that with the butter. Okay. Alright, so now on to the rest of the dry ingredients, right? We gotta add the almond flour, the cinnamon, and the baking. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, here, I'm gonna scoop the rest of the sugar. There's a little bit of sugar here stuck to the cup. Okay, alright, Juliana, ready?
Almond.
All right, so we need 1 cup of almond flour. Oh, look, Miss Brenda's on there.
Hi, Miss Brenda.
Hi, Miss Brenda.
I miss you.
I miss you. Okay, all right, so this is 1 cup. Okay.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's the biggest one, okay. And then we're gonna do just a tiny little bitty pinch of salt. Okay, all right, and let's see how much baking powder we need.
I'll do it.
We need
A little bit.
2 teaspoons. So
Can I like the rest?
It's good. Vanilla tastes good. It smells good, right? Okay, so here's our baking powder. So we need 2 teaspoons. Okay, so 1 and 1 more, 2. Okay, and we need the same amount of cinnamon.
I'll do it.
You want to do the cinnamon?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
My whisking pretty good.
Oh, you are such a good whisker. Okay, all right, so sprinkle it. Okay.
Is that cinnamon?
Yeah. It'll be so good. Ta-da! Okay. All right, so whisk that for me, please. Okay, so let's see if we did everything that we needed. So we got 1
We
cup
can
of
make
almond
cinnamon
flour.
bread.
Yeah, we've got 1/4 cup of the sugar, right? The sweetener, Swerve, pinch of salt, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. We did a 1/4 cup of melted butter.
There.
We did a 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, and we did the 1/4 cup of milk. Okay, so let's make sure, right, that it's all mixed. Oh, it smells so good. What do you think? Right? Anytime we cook with vanilla, right? Okay, so we're done with the whisk. Okay, we're gonna use this to make sure that everything has been thoroughly combined. Okay.
You like this better?
Yes, I like this. Okay, all right, guys. So, whoa, a little noisy over here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grease our pan. Okay, all right. So we're just gonna put just a few drops in each one. Okay. Okay. so there it is. You gotta make sure that the donuts don't stick, right? They pop right out of the pan.
You put a lot on that.
On that one, it's okay, but we're gonna use the paper towel to rub. Okay, so let's say this is it on these.
Take 2 spoons.
Okay, all right, so this is another way to grease your baking dishes, just with a paper towel and some oil or butter. Okay, so we're just gonna go over right on the
Grease,
side.
grease, grease.
Yes, we don't want our donuts to stick. Okay, almost there.
I'm making them flat.
You're making it flat. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna get one more pan because we're gonna have some leftover donut mix.
Do you have donut mix?
Yes. And look, we're gonna use our
Big donut.
yes, the cavity pan. So we're gonna make a few cavities and maybe we can put some ice cream or something. Wouldn't that be good on Wednesday? Yes. Okay. All right. So we can kind of use a little bit of this. Oh, there's the beep from the oven. Okay, so the oven is ready. So as soon as we fill up the donuts, we can start baking, right? Okay, all right, so let me finish this one. Okay, so there it is. Get it really good, right? Okay, so we're gonna do 2 for now. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
Okay, all right. Distribute everything really good. Okay, all right, so this is what we do, Juliana. Look, we're gonna put some in here, right? We said that this is our squirt bag.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to scoop in here? Oh, John, he wanted a donut too. This is such a good donut recipe. I don't think that there's gonna be any left over, so we may, yeah.
It'll
We may not
always
have
be
any.
fresh.
Yes.
We need it full and good.
Okay, all right, so here, let's start with this, Juliana. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get all the air out, right? And we're gonna slide everything to one end of the piping bag.
But
Ooh.
here, but don't forget, I'll get a rubber band so we can
Okay,
make
look,
it.
Juliana, we can make it without a rubber band. Mama's just gonna hold it, okay? And then we're just gonna snip just a little bit here from the bottom, okay? So this is our piping bag, okay? So I'm gonna lift the pan that way everybody could see what we're doing, right? Okay, so we're gonna squeeze.
My mom made a piping bag.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you made a piping bag before?
Yes. Okay, so we need about 3/4 full, right?
Yeah.
That way
I'll
it
eat
can
it.
look like a donut. Okay. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Cute little bitty donuts.
You've made a piping bag before, but what happened to it?
Well, we only use them one time, okay? And then we make a new one. There are some you could buy that are reusable, but these we just make with Ziploc bags, right? So much easier than trying to fill up the pan using teaspoons. So much easier. Okay, all right, guys. So this is our donuts. I'm gonna tap the pan.
Next time I'll make a bag.
Okay, all right.
I'll squeeze some in
Okay.
this one.
And you could squeeze in this one and that one, okay? All right, so it's going in the oven. We're gonna set the timer for 10 minutes, okay?
Can I put some more?
Yes, you can put some more. But let me help you. Let me put the pan in the oven and then I will help you, okay?
I've never made this before.
It's fun, huh?
It is. It's very fun. We can actually make a... Can you make one for me?
Yes. Okay, all right, guys, so let's set 10 minutes. Where is our timer? There it is. Okay, so 10 minutes. And we'll check in 10 minutes to see, okay, if the donuts are ready. Okay, alrighty. Here it is.
Alrighty.
Okay, ready?
Me
You
now.
want to do it? Okay. See, is it this side? Yes. Okay. All right. So squeeze in there. There. Okay. Would you like to put some more?
You just squeeze it.
Yeah, you just squeeze it. That's right.
Ah, it made its own hole right there.
Yeah.
Did you make that hole?
Yeah. Okay, aren't you gonna here? Let me help you put the rest in there. Don't lick your fingers, okay?
Okay, can I
some.
wash them?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, alright, so we're just using the rest of the donut mix. Just a little bit left. Okay, so we're gonna get it all. Oh, look at this messy job. Right? Working with piping bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be yummy.
Yummy, squirty, pipey, bucky, dotty, cotty, dot.
Okay, alright, almost there. Almost there.
It's almost to the top.
Yes. Okay. Alright, I think this is all of our donut mix, right?
Can I squirt now?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. No.
Okay, we had some. You ready?
Sorry.
You ready? Okay.
Infected
Right.
Tito.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna split it, okay? So let's do some in here too.
You know the others?
Okay, let me see. Alright, it's hard to see. Okay.
Now we'll use the others for later.
Yeah, we're only using these two today because we don't have much of the mix left.
We'll use all of it.
Yes. Okay, so try to squeeze it. Oh. Okay, and then the rest goes into this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm
alright.
gonna flatten it.
Hold on, we just tapped the pan. Hold on, Jana, wait. Okay, let me see.
There.
Oh, yeah. Okay, alright. This is trash. I'm gonna wash my hands because they're very messy, right?
There.
Okay, alright, that's it. Okay, let's wash our hands one more time.
It was so fun making the piping bag.
Yeah.
What if I made an olive oil piping bag?
Well, we need all of our piping bags.
Maybe I can make it next time for the potatoes.
Yes, maybe next time. Okay, alright guys. So we've got a pan of mini donuts baking. And then
I'm
this
finished.
You're finished. Thank you. Okay, and this is just two of these
Let me take off my
bowls, right? Okay, donut bowls. Oh, they'll be so good with maybe like fresh fruit or ice cream. Yes. Thank you for helping me today. Okay, alright, let's see. Can this come through? Okay, let me untie it from the back. Okay, alright, thank you. I will let you know when the donuts are ready, okay? Ready. Okay, alright guys, putting these in the oven too, so probably these will take a little bit more than 10 minutes, okay? So we're baking the donuts, and I'll tell you what, with the cinnamon, hi Shelby, with the cinnamon, it smells like fall in my kitchen. Anytime I bake something with cinnamon, I feel like it's fall. So maybe like some apples would be good with the donuts today. Okay, so we have about 6 more minutes. They have risen very nicely. And the reason why we can't fill the pan all the way up is because it's gonna just rise up so much that it would not make the little hole, right? And that's kind of how donuts look, right? Okay, so let's go over again all of our ingredients for today. We needed just plain almond flour. Okay, this one is gluten-free. Hi Ryan. 3 more days until Alley Cat's birthday. That's right. We are using Swerve today instead of real sugar, which measures and looks just like sugar. We needed baking powder, 2 teaspoons, a pinch of salt. We needed a 1/4 cup of cream, actually milk, so we mixed cream and water, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We also cracked 2 eggs and we melted a 1/4 cup of butter. So not a very complicated recipe. The 2 things that are a little different than what we usually work with is just the sweetener and the almond flour. So this is a recipe that's made just For the almond flour, if we are looking to make just regular donuts, then I have to look up another recipe. But this one is just with almond flour, so we can substitute regular flour in this recipe. So I have to look specifically for a regular donut recipe with just all-purpose flour. But this, the sweetener, since it's equal to sugar, if the recipe says a quarter cup of sugar, then we can use a quarter cup of that. Hi London, how is it going? Good to see everybody. So it's midweek, right? And we have one more cooking lesson on Friday. We're gonna make a couple of things, roasted salmon and a warm lentil salad. And starting next week, I would be doing Zoom classes. So I'll see you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, so we're finished with some of these ingredients. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the fridge, right? We need to keep our dairy cold. And then I'm gonna clean the counter, and we have about 3 more minutes left on the donuts. So usually when we also work with almond flour, we do kind of have to let things cool off before we try to remove them from the pan. Okay, when I bake in the regular baking pan, let's say if I'm making an almond flour cake or something like that, I use parchment paper that keeps things from sticking. But today it's really hard to be putting parchment paper in these little bitty donut holes, so we had to grease the pan really well, and we're gonna let things cool off, hopefully, right, for a few minutes before we're tempted to start eating the donuts. They're so good. I made them on Sunday and they were delicious. So hopefully you guys get to make these at home as well. They just take no time. So very, very easy recipe. You guys saw that we just mixed everything right in one mixing bowl. We just measured things and mixed things. There was nothing else. If you guys like some toppings, these could be added later. So for instance, we made the donuts with cinnamon, so probably some kind of simple sugar cinnamon mix would be good for coating, and we have to do it while the donuts are still a little warm. But you can like use some kind of melted chocolate, or you can mix powdered sugar with just a few drops of milk or water, and you're gonna make that icing, right? The glaze. You can add some flavors to it. You can drop a few drops of food coloring and make it different colors. It could be a variety of different toppings. We ate them plain like that, so they were just as good, and I think we're just gonna do that again today, just eat them plain. So no additional coating or flavors needed. Okay, I'm gonna check on the donuts. We have about a minute left, so we're just gonna kind of see by the color. They have to be golden brown, right, for them to be ready. So we'll see how they're looking right now. I'm gonna rotate the pan, and if we have to, we're gonna give them a few more minutes. Okay, so I'll be right back. Already have some nice coloring to them, so probably once the timer goes off in about 30 seconds, I may add a couple of more minutes. So that would be 12 minutes for the donuts, for the mini donuts. The other ones that we made with the leftover batter would need a little bit more time. So if you guys are using just a regular size donut pan, then that takes about 22 to 28 minutes. But this is a mini, literally like a 1-bite donuts, so they would easily take just half of the time. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to just add a couple of more minutes. Okay, all right, just a couple of more minutes, and then we'll go from there. It's just really easy from something, looking almost ready to like things just being overcooked, and we don't want no dry donuts, right? Thanks, Erin. Yes, my daughter is my favorite sous chef. So I really enjoy that, you know, she's interested in the kitchen more and more now that we have been doing these online cooking lessons. I think that it's really important that we all help in the kitchen and we all know how to make some simple but healthy and delicious dishes. I think this is us being independent and just you know, working hard, and it's fun to be in the kitchen. For me, it's not stressful at all. You know, it's just relaxing, and you know, we make beautiful things, and you know, we enjoy them, and that's just kind of one of my love languages. So I am very happy that she's helping. Hi, Amber. Thomas is ready to go back to MP. I know. I think everybody is, right? It's been a couple of months, but we had to do it, right, to be ready. So just about 40 seconds left, and we'll look again at the donuts. I'm gonna get my oven mitts ready, okay, and I'm gonna bring the pan over here for everybody to see it. So breakfast is ready in no time, right? We turn on the oven at 350. We just needed the oven to preheat, and then in the 10 minutes, that's how long my oven takes to preheat, and in these 10 minutes we were ready with the donuts, right? We mixed everything, measured everything, you know, used the Ziploc bag to squeeze the donut batter into the donut holes, right? And in about, 20 minutes, we have breakfast ready. Okay. All right, so let's look again, okay? Let's look again. All right, so there they are, these cute little mini donuts. All right, I'm excited. Okay, so we're gonna let them cool off just for a few minutes, and I will show you my trick to get them out of the pan. I use one of these long wood skewers if we're making shish kebabs, right? Or some kind of fruit kebab. So I use that. Okay, I'm just gonna gently lift them. Oh, I can't wait. They are so good. And they smell so good. So we'll fill them up just right. Okay, you guys can see that they still have their hole in the middle, right? Some of the ones I made on Sunday, I think I filled a little bit too much, so they kind of look like a muffin with just a little indentation in it. So I'm very excited that they're looking good. Just hopefully, right? Hopefully we can wait for a few minutes till they're cooled off, right? So that we can handle that. Richie, they taste so good, and they're kind of guilt-free, right? I can eat as many as I want. We didn't fry these, so they were not deep fried. Most of the donuts that we get from the donut shops are deep fried, so these were baked, and we used almond flour, which is just a great substitute for regular flour, and of course for gluten-free baking. So that's actually become like my favorite baking these days. The other day, when was it? Today's Wednesday. On Monday, I made a deep dish spinach and mushroom pie again. So I made a crust using the almond flour. Let me show you a picture. Okay, so I used the almond flour again to make the crust, and I think it was 1 egg and some butter. It was so easy. I had to pre-bake it for a few minutes. There it is. You guys can see it. Right, I put some mozzarella and Parmesan cheese and fresh spinach and mushrooms. It was really good. It felt like a hybrid between a deep dish pizza and a pie. So it was great. It was great. Okay, let me get a little plate. Okay, so here is a plate. Okay, and I'm gonna get them out. Oh yes, Aaron. I do have to get the information about this pan. I didn't buy it. It was a gift to me from one of our neighbors. I got her into baking these things too, so she ordered a pack of 2, and she gave me 1. Oh my gosh, look at these cuties. There they are. Ta-da! Ready. So good, so very good. Okay, so very gently, okay, very gently using one, and I'm just lifting. And look, they come out beautifully. So this pan is great. Both times that I've baked in it, they're coming so easily. Some of these pans, even though they say they're non-stick, actually they do stick. And it did say, when I was looking up this recipe, it did say probably not to use a silicone pan. Okay, when you use these gluten-free alternatives to flour, it's better not to use a silicone pan. Okay, all right, so there they are. I've got 12 of these little mini cute donuts. Okay, so it took 12 minutes. So 12 minutes is all it takes for us to get a dozen of these cuties. All right, and I think there's no more room on the plate, so this last one would be for me. It was perfect timing, 12 minutes. The cinnamon works great in this recipe. The almond flour, such a great texture, very moist. So good. And look, I have some coffee in here too. Cheers. Such a good little breakfast or afternoon snack. We've been talking about breakfast for dinner, right? Wouldn't you want to eat these donuts for dinner? I would, if there's any left. All right, guys, I'm gonna check on the ones that we still have in the oven. I think they would need the 22 minutes, what the original recipe said, and then I'll be right back. So they did need about 22 minutes for sure. I went ahead and I turned off the oven, and I'll take them out any moment now too. They would look like a bowl, like Aaron, like the ones you made, right? And then we can fill them up with maybe some fresh fruit, or maybe we can do ice cream, or whipped topping and some fresh fruit, or some chocolate syrup, anything, right? Hi, Miss Audrey. All right, so I will be posting the recipe shortly, right? I know that you guys anticipate that, so I will post it in just a moment. And oh, Erin, the cooking classes will be moving to Zoom, and that's starting next week. So Tuesday and Thursday at 11 o'clock is when you guys can cook with me. So I haven't quite decided yet what the menu is for next week, but I'm working on it. So let me get the other two donut bowls out, and we'll be finished for today. We made these mini donuts. Look how cute they are, and delicious. Alright, there they are. So I've got a plate of mini donuts, and I've got these. Ooh, they're gonna be so good. I'm so excited. Okay, these have to cool for a little bit longer for sure. I am very tempted to take them out, but it's way too hot. The pan is way too hot, so they have to stay in there for a few minutes. Thank you so much for watching me today. I will see you on Friday when we're making roasted salmon and warm lentil salad. Again, things that are ready in minutes. The salmon takes 14 minutes in the oven to bake. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of the week. We're getting some sun today, yay! So hopefully you guys get to go outside, maybe for a walk a little later. If anything, message me on Facebook. I will see you soon. I miss you. See you soon.